time for the capers, 3 times for the haters, and never faded, so majors. I just pulled up in the coupe, I just be dumbing out shoot. I just don't need to recoup. B.I.G. give me the loot, now give me the loot. Believe it or not.
Jack Easy said, "What's up, man?"
What's good, Jack Geezy? What's good, my guy? What's going on, everybody? Opening day. Yankees win 4-2. That's great, man. We got off to a great start. So I'm going to jump right into it. Let's jump right into it and go through the box score. Why not? So the Yankees went 4-2, man. They started off hot. Austin Wells homered in the first on a fly ball to right center field. That thing literally just cleared the short porch, man. But, I mean, look, a lot of people giving a lot of criticism about having Austin Wells as leadoff, and it paid off today, I guess. So, I mean, let's listen to that.
To hit leadoff in a lineup in their franchise history. That is ripped into right. Back at the wall. See ya!
He said, "Hey, Jason."
Bro, that thing literally just cleared. Hold on, let me get this chat activated real quick. But yeah, man, we got off to a good start, man. A good start right there. 1-0, man. Even me, man, I've been criticizing the young guys, them playing so many young guys, but it paid off today. If you look at the box score, right? In the first inning, Austin Wells leads off the game with a home run. Second inning, Anthony Volpe hits a home run.
Rodon did a fantastic job from the bump.
Yeah, Carlos Rodon, man, he did his thing. Hold on, let me let my dog out the door. She is not happy right now. You want to go out? Go.
Jack Easy said, "Oh my God."
No, come on.
Jack Easy said, "The Lakers game, man."
My bad, guys. She wants to go out, but she wants to stay in at the same time. Jack Easy says that Lakers game, man, I'd even check it out, man. I've been messing with this with my little setup here, trying to get this thing right. Can you guys hear the chat playback? Let me know. So anyway, Anthony Volpe homers in the second inning. It was kind of the same exact homer that Austin Wells hit. It barely cleared.
I am watching the Backs and Cub game.
Okay. Yeah, I haven't checked out too many games. I know the Mets lost.
Said Lakers got me heated.
Lakers got you heated. Yeah,
ain't no way.
The Orioles smashed the Blue Jays. I mean, like, destroyed them today.
Jack Easy said Josh Giddey with game winner from half court. LOL.
I gotta check that out, man. I'm gonna look it up. I don't want to get copywritten though, because nowadays they're getting real strict with that stuff. But let's finish the box score, man. What's going on? You want to go down? What's wrong with you, Roxy? Roxy is not happy today. She is not happy. All right, so Volpe homers in the second. Yankees go up 2-0. And it was like that pretty much for the next couple of innings, man. Rodon was dealing, man. This guy looked good. He looked good with the exception of that one home run he gave up. I mean, but besides that pitch, man, he looked good. He got out some jams at the end. The bullpen came in and helped him.
One stadium and Volpe's would have left 9 stadiums.
Yeah, Volpe's was a little deep, but that wind carried it though, Ken. Come on. But look, a home run's a home run. But I think the Yankee Stadium is like a vortex, man. When that wind is blowing in, it just spins around. So it was pushing the right field. The wind helped them a little bit there, but hey, look, I'm not complaining, man. That's what I wanted to see. I wanted to see the young guys start off strong. Everybody, all the young kids, right? And by young kid, I don't mean kid. All the guys we were worried about, the Ben Rices, Anthony Volpe, Cabrera, Wells. Who else played today? Dominguez. Dominguez was the only one who went hitless, right? The only one. But everybody else, if you look here, Volpe 1 for 4, right? The home run. Cabrera, 1 for 3. Rice, um, Rice went 1 for 2, but he had a walk, and he hit a bullet, man. That guy, his exit velo, man. When he hits the ball, he hits it hard. He hits it very hard. Uh, Jazz Chisholm went hitless. Goldschmidt went hitless. 2 strikeouts. Belly got a hit there. I think that first at bat in the first inning, man, he just missed that high heater. Just missed it. I mean, yeah. So I mean, overall, right? It was a good start by the offense, right? I feel like they could have had some more timely hitting, but Judge came through with a big double. Even though it hit the bag, so he got a little lucky there. But hey, we'll take it. The main concern, right before I even get to the ninth inning, the defensive switch.
Ken said today the Yankees had a little long ball, had some speed, and got some good situational getting.
Yep, you're right, Ken. I tell you what, man, that and Boone did a good job. All right, I like the move, bringing in Grisham at the end there. Just to get the DV. You don't want to take a chance. None against Dominguez, but hey, we all know that he's still learning the position. So I think it was a good move by him. A hell of a play by Trent Grisham too. This dude stopped the ball with his hat. I don't know if he meant to do that. It looked like his hat was just flying off his head, and he grabbed it, and then the ball took like an awkward bounce, and he just stopped it with his hat. Like that's that's timely reaction right there, man. That was crazy. That was crazy, man. But then the airbender, Devin Williams, comes in. And man, I almost had a heart attack, man. I had a Clay Holmes moment. I had a Clay Holmes moment. But you know what, man? I'm gonna cut him some slack because one, it's his first time pitching Yankee Stadium in the
Ken
pinstripes.
said that is what I was talking about the other night.
Yep. It's the first time he's pitched in Yankee Stadium. So you gotta man, you could tell he was a little nervous. He was pressing a little bit, and with his changeup, I don't even know if you could call it a changeup. In MLB The Show, they have it listed as it's a screwball, but that thing moves it has so much movement, man. That it's so nasty that it's hard to control. And the even the announcer said it. The hitters, they're getting smart facing him. They just sit on the changeup. So I'm glad that him and Austin Wills did a great job, because when they realized, hey man, you're having a hard time throwing this thing over the plate, they started going to the fastball, and it got the hitters off balance. Because once you start throwing the fastball for strike, I don't care who you are. If you sit and change up, you're not hitting a fastball. They were putting some good at bats. He got out the jam, he got the save, but it was a nail biter. It was a nail biter. But overall, look, I'm happy with opening day. I think it went well. The opening day ceremonies were pretty cool. Andy Pettit throwing the first pitch. I think the Yankee Stadium they do it a little. They kind of dragged it out a little bit. Before the game, man, they had a moment of silence. I did
Ken
not
said
know
Williams faced off against his former team, so they had his pitch sequencing down.
that too. Yeah, they know him better than anybody else. So it looks like they were just sitting change up, Ken. And then once he started throwing the fastball for strikes, you could tell that they were like, okay, now they can't really sit on it, because he kind of abandoned the changeup for a little bit there, because he had no not that he didn't have control over it, it's that thing was moving like crazy, man. So he's got to work with Matt Blake, try to tame the filthiness of that changeup, man, because he's a beast, man. That thing moved. It got so much arm side run that it's crazy, man. But yeah, I wanted to touch on the Brett Gardner's son situation. I had no idea that he lost his son, man. That's terrible, dude. At first I was like, who is this guy? He must be important because I tuned in kind of a little late, that they having a moment of silence for him and everything. And then when they said that, man, so my condolences to him and his family, man. That's tough, dude. That's something that, as a father, man, is it's your worst
Ken
nightmare,
said it
man.
was good that when Nestor Cortez was announced that the fans cheered him on.
Yeah, I was cheering for Nestor. I'm always cheering for Nestor. He's a good guy. It's just I guess the Yankees had to make a trade. You have to make that trade for Devin Williams. I feel like it. I'll tell you one thing though. Nestor looks like he put on some weight. So I don't know what's going on there, but he looked a little chunky today. He's always been a little chunky, but not like that, man. He looked extra pudgy today. Extra pudgy. But yeah, so I mean, overall, look, I was satisfied with the performance. The defense was pretty good. It was really good, actually. I mean, you couldn't ask for more than that, with the exception of that late inning. I mean, that the almost blown save by Devin Williams. Besides that, I think it went better than I expected. Especially with Rodon, man. Rodon really, really pitched well. I think he had 7 strikeouts. I think he has 7 strikeouts, Rodon. Let me see. Yeah, something like that. Pitchers, Rodon. Yep, 7 Ks.
Ken said Miller passed on Friday. I made an announcement during my live stream on Tuesday.
Yeah, I didn't know that, Ken, man. That's tough, man. That's heartbreaking. Heartbreaking, man. He's 14 years old. That's way too young. My son is 13. I don't even want to think about that ever happening. But yeah, so Rodon Rodon gave up 1 home run, pitched five and 1/3, 4 hits, 1 ERA, 1 earned run, 2 base on balls. Excuse me. Tim Hill came in there and saved us, man, with the bases loaded at one point. He pitched 2/3 of an inning. Mark Leiter Jr., Weaver. Mark Leiter Jr. had 2 strikeouts. Luke Weaver, 2 strikeouts. Gave up a walk, but
Ken said Volpe had an excellent play going to third, taking the lead runner out at third.
you know what's crazy, Ken? When that happened, I was like, why couldn't you do that in Game 5 of the World Series? But hey, that's a good sign, I guess, right? Because it was similar, even though the ball in Game 5, that was more in that hole. What's that? The 5 hole, I guess, or the 6 hole. It was more in the 6 hole, whatever they call it. I don't know, but that thing was it was similar, very similar, very very similar. And then the Brewers. I mean, I'll be honest, I don't know much about them. I know that Jackson Chourio is a highly touted prospect. They gave him a lot of money before he even reached the major leagues, and I think he's very talented. But today he struck out 5 times, and I tell you what, man, that dude, he got the golden sombrero today. The golden sombrero.
Ken said 6 hole.
World Series pressure hits different.
World Series pressure hits different.
No, that World Series one, that was more deep in the hole. That was a tougher play, but very similar. Very, very similar. Yeah, the 6 hole. That was very, very similar play. Executed lovely, man. I mean, the throw was on the money. But I as soon as he hit that, I know everybody. Ken, let me know. Did you think the same thing? I swear I had a flashback of Game 5 right there. It was funny. Yeah, but Judge, man, it's good to see Judge got some ribbies. He just missed one in the first inning, too. He just missed one. Someone is texting me. I don't know who this is. Platinum sombrero. Yep. He got the platinum sombrero. Yeah, that's tough, man. So what else? I mean, that was pretty much it, Tim Hill came through in a big spot too. I like Tim Hill. I really do. Besides that, it's a good win, a good Game 1, a good start to the season, right? Because that's what I've been saying. Like,
at least Dodgers are undefeated, so everyone is happy.
Yeah, they won't be undefeated forever, though. I tell you what, man, the Dodgers, they have an all-star team, right? But with that comes a lot of added pressure because if they don't win, they're expected to win. If they don't win, that'll be probably if they don't make it to the World Series, it'd probably be the biggest upset that I've seen in a long time. So that, I mean, that's a lot of pressure on them. A lot of pressure. Let's go back over here. But yeah, man, it was a great game. I had fun, man. All the opening day festivities. I don't know if you guys were. I was hyped the whole day. I wasn't even supposed to. I left work early. I made up some excuse, left work because I was like, you know what, man, I don't want to listen to the game. I want to watch this thing because I barely get any service over there where I work, and I didn't want to listen to it on the radio. I got to see this thing. I told him, hey man, I'm not feeling well. I put in my time and left. Right? And it was worth it. It was worth it. So tomorrow the Yankees have an off day. They have an off day. I don't know why the schedule was done that way, but it is what it is. And then on Saturday, it will be Max Fried versus Nestor
King Cash said
Cortez.
we already got our World Series win out the way. Going back to back would be a bonus.
Yep. You guys can hear the chat playback. Let me know if you like that. If you want me to turn it off, I'll turn it off. It's just something new I'm trying. Something new I'm trying. King Cash, yeah, you already got your World Series win. I guess so, man. But be honest, man. With all that money and all the guys, this team is even better than it was last year. To not win, if the Dodgers don't at least make it deep into the playoffs, it would be a huge upset, man. A huge upset. It will be huge. Let's look at some other box scores. Who else? All right. Let's go back over here. Take this down. So,
King Cash said it's not my money.
The Red Sox won. They beat the Rangers 5-2. Aroldis Chapman got the save. Orioles 12, Blue Jays 2. So that's a blowout right there.
Ken said I was in 3 live streams this morning and had my own live stream plus watching Yankees, Dodgers, and Diamondbacks games today.
Man, you on it, man.
Ken said tidy.
Yep. Mets lose to the Astros. You know what? I want to see how Soto did. Let me see what Soto did. Soto did what Soto does, man. He went 1 for 3 with 2 walks. So RBIs, nope. Alonso 1 for 2. Vientos. Man, Lindor had the only RBI. So it looks like Framber Valdez really shut him down. Let's see Holmes. Hold on a second. Let's bring this down.
King
Clay
Cash
Holmes.
said, how was her hitting today without Soto?
I mean, it wasn't super great, but it was good, man. The young guys was stepping up. It looks like a whole different team, man. Yeah, Soto, that's a huge hole, man. And we're going to miss that guy, right? But the team looks more athletic. I love the way that Cabrera took that extra. He tagged up and took home at the end, even though Luis Rojas was holding him. But he read the play, man. And he Jackson Churio made a bad throw. He read it well, and he took a risk, and it paid off. So that's what we need, man. We need speed and stuff. So I wasn't even mad at Cabrera about that.
4 strikeouts, 4 walks. Mitchell King got popped by the Braves.
Mm-hmm. What are we looking at?
King Cash said was the defensive light.
Yeah, Clay Holmes pitched 4 2/3 innings, gave up 5 hits, 3 runs, 2 earned runs, 4 walks. Oh, that's bad. That's Clay Holmes. That's Clay Holmes. 4 Ks. I mean, I wish the guy the best, but I don't see him as a starter. Middle reliever. That's what he is to me. Josh Hader doing Josh Hader things. Oh, he gave a 1-earned run though. So the only run came late in the game, in the 9th. So that's the Mets there. Was the defense? Oh yeah, man, the defense was good today, man. The defense was on point. Defense was on point. Man, they got to Scooble. It's crazy. That was a good game, though. It looks like this was a good game, man. Game 1, day 1, right? The first of many. The season is long, man. The baseball season is real, real long. So it's gonna be a marathon, man, like they say. You know what? I think I'm gonna take a shot for the Yankees win. That might be my thing. Every time the Yankees win, I might take a shot. I was thinking about doing for every win, right? Taking a shot, but then I was like, man, what when they get to like freaking 90 wins on the season? So like if they win their 10th game, take 10 shots.
So that runs on base and he failed to drive in any runs.
That's crazy. It's crazy because Soto opened up last season in Houston too with the Yankees. So I think Soto's gonna be Juan Soto, right? He's great. He's gonna do good, but I don't think he's 850 million good. Right? So
King Cash said, dang, you about to take like 83 shots.
No, yeah, that's why I'm not gonna do that. So I'll just do 1 per win. Or maybe 2 or 3. Who knows? I got the Crown Royale peach. I don't drink much, but why not? I'm gonna be up anyway. That thing tastes good. Yep. Let's go back over here. Let me try something in the chat real quick to see if this works.
Jason Custodio said, "Yayo."
Oh no, that didn't work. So what I'm working on right now. I know this is behind the scenes stuff. I'm working on a way that you guys can interact with me and you can change my scenes.
King Cash said, did Belly ball out?
Yeah, he looked good. He missed one. He missed like 2 balls right there. They just a little bit more, and he's crushing them. Well, I'm gonna mute the chat real quick. Man, I got so much going on right here. I just want to explain something to you guys. So what I'm trying to do. Well, what I'm trying to do is I'm gonna set up these scenes and pages so when you guys you can just enter a command into the chat and it'll control my stream pretty much. So for instance, let me fix this one real quick. Let me fix this one. All right, we'll just go back to that. So right now, you see it's the main screen, right? If I type in the chat, exclamation point, exclamation mark, whatever it's called. What is it? Okay, it's AV for average. Let's see if it works. See how it pulls up the current MLB players' batting stats? And they got them sorted in by average. So that's one. Then the other one is so little by little as the season goes on and the more I stream, I'm gonna have a whole ton of these stuff where you can just, if you want to check something out, you can just plug it in right here and it'll pull up in the chat on the screen. So let's try home run leaders. Oh, you did it already? But you gotta type it exactly how it is there, like all lowercase. Let me fix. And then I'm gonna have some funny memes and stuff like that. That way we can make this interesting and you guys can interact, man. And you can control it. I'll put funny stuff on my face. If you wanna mute me, I'll set it up to where if you think I'm I need to shut up, you can mute me from the chat. No, you gotta have it lowercase, Ken. I don't know why the it's not working. Okay, average leader. Yes. Mm. Let me check something real quick. If not, I'll work on this behind the scenes. This is what I was doing all day. Just going crazy with this thing. No, don't put stand. I'm working on a standings page where it's gonna have all the standings. So it'll be like AL East. It'll show the AL East standings and stuff like that. I don't have that set up yet. The commands I have here posted, that's the only ones that I had set up. But the AO one, which is a meme, isn't working for me right now. Scene AO. All right. Let me try to fix this thing. All right.
Jason Custodio said, "Yayo."
Yeah, yo. No. Yeah, I'm working on this. Working on this. Yeah, so right now you see it pulls up the home runs. And this is something that's it's gonna take time. I'm gonna put up every stat. If you guys have any suggestions, please let me know. Because I'm gonna try to make this pretty cool where you guys can pretty much control the stream from the chat. Hopefully. That's the plan. But yeah, besides that, man, look, the Yankees, man, I think it's gonna be a tough season, right? I think we kind of knew the bullpen came in, they shut it down, right? The Rodon, he looked good. It's game one, he looked very good, right? Tomorrow, Max Fried, Saturday, Max Fried, I expect good things from him as well. After those two is where it gets a little sketchy, right? Clark Schmidt, he's a good pitcher, right? But you know Clark Schmidt he's gonna give up 3-4 runs a game. That's his thing, right? So and when these guys are pitching, man, the offense is gonna have to really put up some runs. They're gonna have to put up some runs. I want to see Dominguez ball out, you know. Cabrera looked good at third. I'm not even mad at that. He looked good at third. It's gonna be interesting. I'd like to see JC Escara in there at some point soon. It's going to be interesting how Boone works the lineup when Wells is not catching. Is he going to put him at DH? You know, even though DH is especially for a catcher, it's like a day off, but it's not really a day off, you know. So we'll see. We'll see how they work it. But so far, look, game one, I got no complaints, man. No complaints, with the exception of that little scare with Devin Williams at the end. But I'm gonna give him a pass because it's his first time pitching. Look, being a Yankee is not like being a Milwaukee Brewer, okay? It's totally different, dude. You could tell I'm not gonna say he was nervous, but his heart.
I am happy with our opening game. I saw a lot of the things that the Yankees worked on during spring training showed in today's game.
Exactly. So I've seen a lot of good today, and that is good. But again, it's just game one. So it's gonna be a long season. We'll see how it pans out. But they look good. I liked Wells at the leadoff. I'm not gonna lie. Like I was kind of questioning this, but that first at bat, man, he put me at ease. You know, he took a couple good pitches, worked the count, and got a pitch to hit and jumped on it. Like that's what you want from your leadoff hitter. That's what you want. So it's great. I remember at one point they had Kyle Schwarber leading off. You know. Shohei Ohtani's a leadoff hitter, so why couldn't Austin Wells be? I get it, he's a catcher. I think that he was the first catcher in Yankees history to lead off, and the first catcher in MLB history to hit a leadoff home run on opening day, I think. So we'll take another shot for that. We will take another shot for that. And if you in here, man, if you haven't subscribed to Ken, man, Ken is very knowledgeable. Please subscribe to his channel. Check his stuff out. Ken, I'm gonna work it out to where whenever you or Ace or anybody pops in the chat, it's gonna give you guys a shout out and post your link in the chat. I don't have it set up right now, but I'm working on that. I am working on that. But what else is out there? What's the news? What's the news in the MLB right now? All right, Diamondbacks and Cubs, they're on the bottom of the third. It's 3-2. Cubs are leading. Who's pitching? It's crazy how Jordan Montgomery isn't even a starter. He'd even make the starting rotation for the backs. That is crazy. Crazy. Okay, this is here. All right. The A's don't even have a hometown. You can't even call them Sacramento. They're just the A's. They're 0-0, bottom of the fourth. Luis Severino pitched 3 innings and 3 2/3 innings so far. Gave up 0 runs. That's not saying much for Seattle's offense because they have no offense. So that's really not saying much. But hey, ex-Yankee, I love Severino, man. I love Sevy. So I wish him the best. I want him to succeed.
Kinsett, O'Neill, and Harper both hit their 6th opening day or most for active Major League players.
O'Neill and Harper both hit their 6th opening day home run. Wow, that's crazy. That is crazy.
Emilio Macy's said, "Glad you're back, Jess, and what do you think about Trevor Bauer wanting to pitch for us?"
Trevor Bauer wants to pitch for any major league team. I feel bad for the guy, but at the same time, I don't, because this is a lot of stuff that he brought upon himself. And I like Trevor Bauer. I'm a fan of him, and maybe he's changed, right? But still, he left a bad taste in a lot of people's mouths, man. A lot of organizations, they don't want to deal with the negative attention that comes with him. I don't think the players will mind, really. And even besides all that, right? Besides all that, I don't think that he has it like he had it before. And it's unfortunate, man, because he has some apparently false allegations against him, and it took him out the game for a couple years. But I don't think he has it like that anymore. I don't think he does. I mean, that's just my opinion. Would I like to see him get a chance? Why not? I don't think we're not there yet, man. We are not there yet with the Yankees, man. A lot has to go wrong before they sign him. That's what I think. But I love a comeback story, right? I don't count anybody out. I love a comeback story. So if he was to come back and pitch well for any organization, hey, more power to him. But right now, I just don't see it. I don't. And that sucks, man. Because this son, baseball, he's put his whole life into baseball. And, kind of, he's like shadow banned right now. It sucks, but what are you going to do, man?
Kinsett, Montgomery isn't pitching for the Diamondbacks this season. Monty is undergoing surgery.
Really? Let's look that up. When did this happen? I thought he was like trying to get a starting role on the team. Hold on, let me look this up behind here. Owner Montgomery. Oh yeah, he's done. He is done. You're right, man. 2 days ago. Shoot. Diamondbacks. Yep. Oh man, that sucks, dude. That sucks. That sucks for him and the Diamondbacks, man, because they gave him a lot of money. So they're gonna have to pay him another, what was it, 25 million for this year, and then they're done with his contract. And it sucks because he had a window, right? He had an opportunity to really sign a long-term contract and really get paid, and it didn't work out for him for whatever reason. Some blame Scott Boras. It just didn't work out, and it's unfortunate. It's very unfortunate, man. But that's baseball, man. Especially these days, every pitcher, man, every pitcher at some point is gonna deal with some kind of arm issue, man.
Emilio Macy's said, do you think Devin Williams needs more pitches?
No, I don't think he needs more pitchers. Yeah. Oh, I know what you mean. Yeah, you know what? He does. He needs another pitcher. I was thinking about that earlier too, and that's a great point, Emilio. A great point. You know, the fastball changeup, I got it. Is effective, but I think is at the point where hitters are just like, you know what? I'll just sit on one or the other, right? So yeah, maybe you know what goes good with a changeup, especially a circle changeup, maybe a cutter, you know, because he's a pronator. Pronator meaning so a cutter maybe, or I don't know. No, I wouldn't say slider. A cutter, sinker, something like that, you know? Or even a slide. If he could throw a slider, then why not? Just a different pitch, just to mix it up a little bit. But that changeup is filthy, dude. That changeup is absolutely filth.
Emilio Macy's said, and his four seam isn't that fast too.
No, but he gets it up there. 94, 95. I don't know why he throws a four seamer though. I'm trying to think. Why not? He should probably try like throwing a two seam fastball. I'm sure he has, right? But just something, man. He needs something just to switch it up. I think a two seam goes better with a changeup, with a circle change like that. Even though his circle change is different, man, because he throws it a little different, right? But I don't know. It comes. I don't. It comes out the same tunnel. You know.
Done is a major leaguer. He offered to play for league minimum and had no takers. Too much baggage comes with bringing him on board.
Yeah, I don't even think it's the baggage, man. I really think it's just that teams are not. Because if he was still out there, like dealing, they would. But his velo's down a little bit. He's not the same player, man. He's about Garrett Cole's age. You know, how old is he? He's up there in his 30s. So I don't know. I don't think teams really, even for league minimum, teams are like, you know what, it's not even worth the hassle, you know. Or he might be blackmail, not
Austin
black,
Cross said,
blackballed.
I missed today's game due to work. I heard some of my dates strum. I have a question. How did Goldschmidt look at first and at the plate? I'm curious, even though it's only opening day.
At the plate, he didn't look great. I mean, I'll be honest with you.
Jack Easy said Dodger pitching was asked today. Snell too many pitches and walks.
Dodger pitcher was asked today, Snell too many pitches and walks. Yeah, but Snell is that type of pitcher that he starts off slow. He has to ramp up. He takes a little bit longer. He needs an extra long spring training. But second half, dude, he's lights out, man. So you got to give Snell some time. But yeah, hey Austin, appreciate you joining the chat. Joining the stream.
Beer is 34.
Yeah, Goldschmidt went 0 for 4, 2 strikeouts. So yeah, not so great. And in the first inning, was it the first or the second? There was a pop-up, man. And I don't know if it was the wind or the shadows at the stadium, but it looked like he almost dropped that thing. But he caught it though. And that's one thing too. Why do they do games at 3 p.m. at Yankee Stadium? Can somebody explain that to me? Like, you know, the shadows are just ass, man. That shadow was bothering me just watching the game. Just seeing the shadow move towards the pitcher's mound all game. I was like, man, that sucks, dude. I don't know. I don't like that, man. 3 p.m. is not a good time for a game. 1 p.m. and even then you're gonna get some shadows towards the end of the game. But I don't know. I don't even know why the Yankees don't have a roof at this point, you know. Whatever. Bauer is 34 years old, so there you have it. He's not that old, but he's getting there. He is getting there. Why doesn't my trigger thing work? I was trying to get this right. This is AO.
You want to tell Joe Biden right now?
What's up, baby? Take me out to dinner.
Hey, yo.
I'm gonna put a whole bunch of funny memes and stuff in here if I could figure it out. I thought I had it working earlier, but apparently I don't. So apparently I don't. Let's try to change this edit trigger. Came to. But yeah, so I mean, it's only one game, so I won't put too much stock on Goldschmidt's performance. It's 162 games, man. It's good. It's a long season. A long season. Go back. I'm looking for something here. Okay. Red Sox. I'm looking for Bregman. See how he did. All right. So Duran, 1 for 4. Devers 0 for 4. 3 Ks. It's not good. Bregman 0 for 4. Christian Campbell 1 for 3. Okay. It's good for him. Good for him. Yeah, man. So I've been working on this behind the scenes, trying to get the stream set up to a point where I have it really nice, man, and freaking interactive where you guys can do whatever you want, man, and control it too. I want to have some more guests on and stuff, but I'm still working that because it's a little funny with the system that I'm using. Sometimes I gotta figure it out. I get like bad echo problems and stuff. I'm not using anything like StreamYards or EVMux or anything like that. So I'm learning though. I will get there. We will get there. Who else? Who's playing right now? Is it just the D-backs? Top of the 4th? No, the Athletics. It's pretty much all the West Coast teams playing right now. Or not even. Look, tomorrow you got the Orioles and Blue Jays again. Pirates, Marlins, Mets, Astros. I wonder why the Yankees have an off day. Why did they do the schedule like that? Makes no sense. It makes no sense. Let's look at the schedule real quick. If I can find it. No, I can't. All right. Let's look at the Yankee schedule real quick.
Can said I use StreamYard and run an open panel. No issues with guests for me.
No, I know, but the problem with StreamYards, Ken, and I've used that before too, and I love it. It's great, especially starting off. Like it's very useful, but it's very limited on what you can do. Like other platforms like OBS or this new thing called Meld Studio, Streamlabs and stuff. It's the learning curve is more tough, but you can do so much more. So sometimes I watch a bunch of other guys and stuff, not only in the Yankee space, but I watch guys, gamers and stuff, all kinds of stuff, right? And I always wonder, like, how do they do all that stuff, like how the chat is controlling the stream, switching scenes, switching the camera from the chat, and pulling up videos and stuff. And then so I've been doing my research. I'm trying to figure it out, but I'll get there. I will get there. I will get there. Hold on, I got the music. And if you haven't liked, please like the stream. Hit the like button and all that good stuff. I'll show you something that I'm working on too, real quick, if I can pull it up.
Ken said for me to run ops, I need to upgrade my computer. Can ring StreamYard for my laptop and table.
Yeah, definitely can. My computer's a beast though. I want to upgrade. I'm a freak like that. Like I'm a tech junkie, you know. So I like to have the latest stuff. I built this computer myself. I have a 4090 GPU. I have a 7950X AMD processor. I mean, it's not top of the line stuff anymore because this is probably 2 years dated, but it's still very, very powerful. I'm not gonna say I know how to code. I know a little bit. I know how to code a little bit, man. I'm about to get my bachelor's in software development, so I'm pretty good with like tech stuff. I don't know. All my life I've been like that for some reason. I'm good with electronics and stuff. Austin Cruz says, I don't like the Yankees having 2 days off immediately, tomorrow and Monday, when I'm sure one of those off days will be better in June, July, and August. Yeah. Especially when the rain delays start hitting and they start getting these double headers going. But I don't understand how they do the schedule. I really don't. Like the day off tomorrow makes no sense to me at all. Like, what was the difference? They could have just started a day late and just did it on Friday. But I'm sure it's probably something to do with like broadcasting it on TV and stuff like that. I mean, they know what they're doing, Major League. So we will see. I have a question for you guys. Do you think that there will be a lockout in the end of 2026 season? I think that's when the next collective bargaining agreement is supposed to come in. Do you think that the owners will push for a cap, for a salary cap? I've been thinking a lot about that recently, man. I don't think they will. And the only reason I've been thinking a lot about it is because I'm not gonna lie, low key, I've been hating on the Dodgers. I'm not gonna say I'm salty, but I'm a little jelly of the Dodgers, man. How they just spend all this money and do whatever they want. And the Yankees, you know, I was thinking about it earlier. I know last time I was on here, I said the Yankees, they could spend all this money, they could do that. But I didn't realize the stadium situation and how much they're paying the city of New York for the stadium. And it looks like it's going to be like that for like the next decade. They got to pay them like $60 million a year or something like that. And that, you know, you got to take that into account, man. Yeah, the salary, you know, their total salary is like 300 million, right, for the players. But then you got everybody else, you know, you got to run the stadium, you got all, so their overhead cost is huge, you know. So I don't think they have the luxury of really spending that kind of money like the Dodgers did, you know. And then the Dodgers have a lot of it deferred too. So the Yankees, they have a little deferred money, but not really. If anything, they have a back end, you know, like some teams front load a contract and they backloaded it, especially with Max Fried. Taking another shot here. Man, at this point, if you're just joining us, man, I'm just kind of chilling right now, man. We went over the game already. We went through the box score. I mean, if I had to give a player of the game, for me, it's Rodon, hands down. He was the player of the game. He had a great performance, man. He really like I know he has it in him, but he just showed a lot of poise today, man, especially for opening day. Usually he gets worked up and you could tell the nerves get to him a little bit, his emotions get to him a little bit. Today I didn't
Jack
see that at
Easy
all.
said, "What is that you drinking?"
Oh man, I'm drinking the Crown Royale Peach. The peach joint. I don't drink a lot, so I'm already tipsy. But somebody gave this to me as a gift. And it's funny too. The guy that gave it to me at work, he asked me what I like to drink, right? And I told him Crown Royale apple. And I guess they didn't have it at the store, so he bought the peach and then crossed out the peach and wrote apple. He was an idiot. I work with some clowns, dude. It's good though, man. I'm getting older in life, man. I don't really drink like that and do anything. I vape, and it's just a bad habit. It's an addiction, but it's better than smoking cigarettes. So, you know. Let's put this away. Put this away. At this point, man, I'm probably gonna just start testing some stuff that I'm working on. Put this thing away here. I don't even know what I'm doing. All right, there we go. Let me see if this thing will work. Come on.
Jason Custodio said, "Yayo."
Every time I hit that command, it sends me to this screen here, and that's not
Ken
supposed to
said the
happen.
player will strike or owners will lock them out. I posted a video about the 2026 cap. It is gonna be about a salary cap and floor, plus players want a larger portion of revenue sharing.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. I think the owners know if they push for a salary cap that there's going to be a lockout. So I don't think they want that because they're going to end up losing too. So the floor, I understand the floor, right? Is at this point is necessary because some of these teams are abusing it, like the Marlins, for example. The A's, at least they went out and they spent a little bit of money. They did. But I think they did it just so they won't get sued. But the Marlins are abusing it. The Pirates are, I don't know what they're doing over there, but they have Paul Skeens. Like, you could build a franchise around that guy. So it's gonna be interesting, man. I don't want to see a lockout. All right. Ken is old enough to know I'm a like when was it, 93? No, it was 94, right? The last lockout. And even though I was very, very young, but I remember it. It's like come April time, there's no baseball. It's not normal, you know? It's not normal. And I think, man, like, there's no reason for the lockout. Like, players are getting paid more than they ever did. Like, ridiculous amounts of money. So I don't want to see a cap either, right? I don't want to see a cap, but I don't know. They got to figure it out. A floor would help. A cap, a salary cap, I don't think that's the way to go either. It just gives the owners too
Ken
much
said
power.
owners cannot keep filling players' bags with $700 mil contracts.
Yeah, but they don't have to. That's the thing. Because the market is the market. You know, once the Mets start spending money like that, you know, it just brung Vladdy's market through the roof, you know? So the owners got to work that out within each other. Like, hey, man, you're driving up the price, dude. What are we doing here? So, yeah, that Juan Soto contract is that is nuts, man. Nuts. That's a lot of money, dude. I was listening to Michael K, and it's true what he said because Juan Soto said he don't see the Yankees winning like after like 6 years or something like that. And I was like, dude, don't make it seem like that's why you left. Dude. You left because they gave you an astronomical amount of money. You know, no team was even close. And there's reports that other teams offer more. Maybe the number before all these incentives and all this other stuff, maybe that number was close or a little bit more. But when it's all said and done, man, he's gonna get probably like $900 million from the Mets. It's almost $1 billion, right, for 15 years. total. That's everything. Including the suites. That's including the 22 front row seats that he's gonna have, premium seats for every game for 15 years. That's including the private security. That's including the clothing allowance or whatever it is. It's just a lot, man. So I'm not even mad at Hal Steinbrenner for that one. Like, I understand, dude. He offered him a crazy, crazy bag, and he didn't take it. So. But owners cannot keep filling players' bags with $700 million contracts. I mean, they could, though. It's not like they don't have the money. But when they do that, it brings up the price for everybody else.
The 94 lockout was about a cap. We lost the postseason in 94, and most of the 95 season to baseball almost died because of that strike.
Yeah, it did almost die. I remember, man. I remember going to a Yankee game one time when I was a kid. I don't remember how. I was really young. I'm born in 84, right? But this is the early 90s. And when I tell you, man, that place was empty, dude. Like, do you go to a Yankee game now compared to like the early 90s? It was probably like 90, 91. I was really, really young. But I remember that it was being empty. It's like my uncle bought some upper deck seats and we just went all the way to the bottom and sat all the way in the bottom in the box seats down there. Like right over the dugout. That's how empty it was. And nobody said anything. Nobody was checking tickets. It was like, whatever, stadium's empty anyway. But yeah, man, that was a crazy time. Mark McGwire, the home run race saved baseball. Mark McGwire, steroids saved baseball pretty much. Sammy Sosa, and all them guys. That's shot number 3 right there. Number 3. You know what? I'll do one for every run, right? Why not? Every run we got today. What was that, 4? 4 runs. Let's see who's on YouTube right now. Yeah, this is off topic, right? This is random.
Said the only thing that saved baseball was the McGuire and Sosa chase for Mara's home run record. So it saved baseball.
Yeah, that's what I said. Steroids saved baseball. On another note, right? I know this is random. This is so random, right? But, dude, bro, the earth might be flat, man. I've been watching a lot of crazy stuff lately, and it's got me questioning everything, dude. Everything. My old science teacher from elementary school, from middle school actually, Mr. Sloan, I'm going to get in contact with him and be like, dude, you lied to me. You lied to me. We only got 2 viewers in here. It is dead, man. Yeah, so I'm gonna be working on the stream, man. Can I enjoy your stuff, man? A lot of times when you're streaming, it's during the day and I'm at work, so I can't really tune in like I want to. I kind of just check in, give it a like, and check out, But yeah, man, I appreciate you always tuning in and supporting. I really do. I appreciate it, man. Let's try this one more time. Is it gonna work? No, let's try this. You know what it is? You know what I think it is? Let me fix this right now. All right. Let's try this one. Let's give this another shot. All right, that goes to average.
Jason Custodio said, "Hey."
This goes to home runs. Does it go to home runs? Nope, it didn't go. All right, so what I'm gonna do is delete this. Yeah, I will, man. I will. I want to start, like, I know I've been doing a lot of baseball stuff, but I want to, like, venture off. I want to do everything, man. Sometimes, like, I love baseball. Oh, always, man. Always. I love baseball. This is one reason why, because when I started this channel many, many years ago, it was something totally different than what it is now. It was like about sneakers and stuff like that. And then I kind of grew out of that. But baseball is the one constant in my life, right? The one thing that I've enjoyed and I've watched my whole life, and it's like something that I love, truly love, is baseball and the Yankees in particular. So I was like, you know what? That's what I'm gonna do. Something that I feel like I would never get tired of. And talking about the Yankees. But now I want to talk about more stuff. I want to do reaction videos. I want to, I don't know about politics because that gets real emotional. but just, I don't know, other topics, just maybe current events and stuff like that. That's what I want to do. I'm gonna start just mixing it up a little bit. I don't know if I'm gonna start another channel and put that there, or keep it in here. If that's something you guys are interested in, please let me know. Or if not, I don't want to get stuck in one niche, especially with baseball. Because sometimes, like when there's nothing really to talk about, you're kind of stuck. But with the news, there's always something to talk about, or gaming or something like that, man. So that's what I'm gonna be doing. I'm working right now. Yeah, I'll show you what I'm working on. I'll put it over here. Where is it? Why not? Trying to create an action to I was thinking about doing military insight and stuff like that, Ken, because I mean, there's one thing besides baseball, right? And I'm not gonna say I know baseball like that, but I feel like I do because I've been watching it and playing it my whole life, right? But the military is another thing, dude. Like, even though I only served 10 years, but there's one thing I know how to do, especially the army. I know how to army, It's the one thing I was probably good at in my life. So, but that's another thing, especially with my job. I'm not sure if I can really go into a lot of stuff like that, man. Should I put that in there? Yeah, why not? Where's this thing? Yeah, but not like you, Ken. I'm sure you at least did 20. You was an E9. At the time, honestly, I got to a point where I was a staff sergeant, right? And I was gonna be a sergeant first class, E7. And I got to a point where if I read up, it was gonna be indefinite. And at the time, I kind of wasn't happy with the way it was going, everything. I was tired of leaving for training or deploying and stuff. So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna take my chances, right? I want to see what outside life is. And the baby, I know what you mean. So when I got out, man, a year later, I was trying to get back in, and they wouldn't let me back in because I had some surgeries and stuff. So ended up, you know, sometimes I wish I would have stood in, but I mean, if I would have stood in, I'd be retiring right about now. Next thing else, food. That's not it. Let me fix this thing here. Yeah, man, 31 years in the Navy, dude. I don't know how you did it, man. It's a long time. Long time. Man, you old as shit, Ken. No, I'm just playing. Let me delete this thing. I can't see without my glasses, man. What am I doing here? Okay, here it is. No. Ew. Let's test this.
I want to tell Joe Biden right now.
What's up, baby? Take me out to dinner.
Hey, yo.
All right, that looks like it works there. Let me set this trigger real quick. Let's see. Enable. All right, let's try it now. Boom, 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 boom. No, that ain't working. Oh, you know what it is? Well, let's try it again.
What do you want to tell Joe Biden
There
right
we go.
now?
What's up, baby? Take me out to dinner.
Hey, yo.
All right, that works. Let's look at the average leaders. All right, that works. Oh, shoot, I can't see anything. Let's try this. Boom, 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 boom. Yep, everything's working. I gotta turn off that
You want to tell Joe Biden right now?
What's up, baby?
Jason
Take me out
Castillo
to
said,
dinner.
Hey, yo.
I'll try something else real quick.
Can set eighth. Can set eighth.
Thank you for subscribing.
Well, well, well. Look who decided to subscribe. Welcome to the Trump Train Blazebringer. Believe me, it's going to be huge. We're going to win so much, you'll get tired of winning. And let me tell you, Mexico will pay for that subscription. And they'll pay for it bigly. Huge. Tremendous. The best subscriptions, everybody said so. Nobody knows more about subscriptions than me. Thank you for subscribing, Blazebringer.
What?
Together, we're going to make America great again. One subscription at a time.
What is the best thing about traveling?
The best thing about traveling? Let me tell you folks, it's getting the hell out of this floor country for a while. Believe me, I know a thing or two about escaping to better places. Maybe I'll finally build that big beautiful wall around my own property, keep all the losers out. But the real winner here is me. Don't kid yourself. Now if you'll excuse me, I've got a tea time with Vladimir in Moscow. Believe me, it's going to be huge. And Mexico will pay for my first class ticket, just watch.
There's some stuff I'm working on there. Some stuff I'm working on. Right now I'm adding ALE standings.
Consent
Jasmine Crockett.
Crap talking uploaded Jasmine Crockett mem.
I'm looking it up right now. Oh, yeah. Yeah, you could have her dancing with her girls in the cringe videos.
Consent
I don't know.
her dancing with her girls in their cringe videos.
You know, even the like the Donald Trump meme stuff, I might change that because I know people get sensitive about stuff like that. So, but his AI voice is actually the funniest one, so I just left it like that now. Trying to. Let me see if I can do this real quick. Copy. I like the way this looks.
Consent or maybe a dancing with Beyond's video is funny too.
Oh, this does not look good at all. Can't even see anything. All right, well. The dog is bored. She wants to play. I got that. I was a my boss is 88 Mike. 88 Mike, I was a truck driver. What did you do in the Navy, Ken? You don't mind me asking. Let me make sure try this one more time. See if it's still working.
What do you want to tell Joe Biden right now?
What's up, baby? Take me out the
Hey, yo.
I was an 88 Mike. That's a truck driver.
Said, say again.
My bad, guys. I'm just messing with the stream now, man. If you just joining us, got 2 viewers here. We already went over the game, opening day. And now I'm just trying to test my stream out. Usually I do this unlisted and nobody could watch it, and it's just me testing stuff out. But I'm at, why not? Who cares, right? I'm taking some, drinking some Crown Royale. Or Crown Royal, however you pronounce it. Feeling nice. So, what did you do in the Navy, Ken? In the Navy. And where were you stationed at? That's one thing about being in the military, that especially if you're active duty, you go a lot of places, man. Especially Navy, man. All the Navy guys I've ever met, they've been all over the world, man. All over the world. Me, the coolest place I was probably ever stationed at was Hawaii. I lived there for 3 years. Besides that, man, I always found myself in the middle of nowhere. I think Ken is gone. You with us, Ken? Hey, if you're joining, man, if you want to check out, I'm working on these commands here where you can if you just type that in the chat, like for instance, you want to see the home run leaders, just type !HR, brings you to this page.
Jason Custodio said her. Jason Custodio said a.
What do you want to tell Joe Biden right now?
What's up, baby? Take me out
What's
the
up, baby?
Hey, yo.
Said yeah.
And I'm gonna add a whole bunch more, man, but I gotta test it. And it's crazy. Certain things, man, I know we're off the baseball topic at this point, but certain things when I test, man, I have to, especially if it's a copyright issue, like the only way to know if you can get away with it is by uploading it, somehow. So a lot of times I'll upload stuff behind the scenes, unlisted or private, to see if I get a copyright strike, or I'll try it during the stream. So a lot of streams, I got like a copyright strike, right? Because I try to use a clip.
You want to tell Joe Biden right now?
What's up,
something
baby?
like that.
Take me out the
Hey, yo.
This dude, Jack. Yo, I'm gonna get this shit lit, Jack, man. I'm telling you, bro.
Ken said my rate was an electronics technician, but I was a combat craft commander as SEAL support for 8 years. Was on ships making 6-month or longer deployments.
Oh man, you sound like you was into some secret squirrel shit, man. Nah, man, I ain't never did nothing that cool, man. But yeah, hey Jack, man, I'm gonna get this shit lit, man. I'm telling you, I'm gonna get some funny memes and shit, man. I put this one just randomly, but I'm gonna get some crazy shit in here. I wish, see, before, like, I was able to use clips, like MLB clips and stuff, game clips. But now, man, every time I use a game clip, even if it's 2 seconds, they give me a copyright strike. So I'm staying away from that. I don't even feel comfortable using images sometimes, you know, like in the thumbnails and stuff. And even though I don't make no money off of this at all, I'm not even monetized, you know. So, but you know, I don't want to lose my channel either. So, yep. Yeah, man, freaking MLB. And the way it works, man, I don't know if you guys know, like, when you get a copyright strike, you could dispute it. So I'll dispute it and I'll write this whole thing like, oh, it's a fair use act. You know, I'm talking over it. I'm just critiquing it or, you know, giving commentary. And MLB don't care, man. That's why when I see them big YouTubers, them big guys, and by big, I mean like dudes like Fuzzy, got like over 500K. These guys who are in with MLB, they could use all of that. They get away with that, you know. But for the little guys like us, man, they're not letting us use that stuff, man, at all. Screw 'em, I say. Let me see, 495.
Ken said I was a combat system senior enlisted, controlled the weapon systems Tomahawk cruise missiles.
That's pretty cool, man.
For an opening day to win in this fashion, there was exhilaration. It was heart-stopping.
This is Aaron Judge post game.
It was a great win. You know, like you said, all around from the very beginning. Carlos going out there and giving us a shutdown first inning. Wellesley coming up, giving us an early lead. The place was rocking. Some great defensive plays. They're a quick team, so it's kind of tough to turn two. But Jazz made some great plays at second base. No, it was a great win, and all of a sudden you go to the ninth inning. You know, you got a guy that just got traded from a team and goes out there, and the toughest 3 outs in the game are the last 3, and to do it against your former team, the team that knows you, that was impressive. So I know he probably wasn't happy with some of the walks or what happened, but at the end of the day, he got to save, he got to win, and time to get ready for Saturday.
Ron, and then pass it behind you, please.
Over the last 4 years since you first met Wells, what have you learned about him as a person rather than as a player?
As a person, he's just the ultimate team guy. You know, it's been fun to see him. Even as a rookie, he fit right in this team. He was comfortable, he was joking with us, he was having a good time, but he's always been about the guy next to him. And I think that's where, hearing the comment about, I just want to, I'm just excited to hit in front of me, like, that just speaks volumes of what type of person he is, man. He's, one of the best catchers in the game, and he's got a bright future ahead of him, but he's always focused on the guys around him, trying to make his pitching staff better, seeing the way that he's controlled his pitching staff over the couple of years has been cool. I know I kind of got on baseball there a little bit, but he's just a great team player.
What was he first like when you encountered him, I guess, in 21 in spring training?
Yeah, he was just a young kid that was hungry, wanting to learn, wanting to soak up everything, wanting to be around all of us guys that were up in the big leagues already, and that's cool to see from a young guy. Some young guys think they got it all figured out, but he was the one that, he had the talent, he had the tools, and he just wanted to see what what we were doing and try to take anything he could.
Take a few more, Jake, right behind you, Ron.
You mentioned Volpe kind of growing in confidence over the last couple years. Are there any other ways that you've seen him grow with this now being his third opening day?
Man, he took a deep breath there.
Like I said, confidence was a big one. You know, I think at his age, you know, I couldn't imagine. I think I was still working my way, you know, out of college, trying to work my way up to the big leagues, and he's up here, you know, man in the toughest position in sports, being the shortstop for the Yankees, and he's handled it with flying colors, you know, and coming off a great postseason for him last year, and, you know, kind of snowballing into this year, having another great spring into a great, you know, first game of the year. I love to see it, man. He's a guy with quiet confidence. He's fierce. He's a competitor.
Judge always gives the textbook answers. Man, check this picture out, though. Hold on. Let me see if I can pull this up here. All right. Oh, that's not working. There we go. Look at this thing. I don't know if you can see it, but this dude he wore a number 22 Soto jersey and blocked out the name for sellout. That's hilarious. That is hilarious. Even though that's Ben Rice's number now. That is Ben Rice's number. Let me fix this here. I don't like the way that looks. I gotta figure out a way to make this bigger. Let's go. First W of the year. And my man grew his beer back.
In San Diego, Chicago, Orlando, Norfolk, Spain, England, Japan, Israel, Saudi Arabia, Bahrain, Cuba, and Afghanistan.
Damn. That's how I'm gonna sleep tonight. That's how I'm gonna sleep tonight right there. Starting the season with a bang. My man Austin Wells kicked it off. Perfect. Let's try to fix this thing here. It's the Volpe home run. It just cleared the wall. Yankees whole parade after Soto game-ending strikeout. That's funny. It said Yankee fans are getting their parade. Wow. Let's listen to Jack Curry real quick.
In the regular season, his first start at Yankee Stadium in front of these fans. Good news for him. It's supposed to be 70, maybe 80 degrees on Saturday. So as we were talking today about a tough day to get a grip on the ball, if you're a pitcher, I think about that 12-6 breaking ball from Fried on Saturday is going to be a weapon. And by the way, Nestor Cortez will be ready to go in front of this crowd. I wouldn't be surprised, Jack, to see a little hesitation and dropping the arm angle that we've seen so many times.
The three of us were on the field today working on our pregame when he was introduced, and the Yankee fans gave him a very respectful and a very nice ovation. I'm sure that Nestor is going to use some of that as motivation against the Yankees. We'll see a lot of fastballs. We'll see a lot of cutters. But with Max Fried, we're going to see all different types of pitches.
A lot of curveballs.
7 different types of pitches.
Damn.
Very eager to see how he approaches this Brewers lineup and just what kind of pitcher he is for the Yankees this year, because he has so many different weapons that he can use.
A lot to look forward to coming up on Saturday. We thank you for joining us all day long here at Yankee Stadium on Yes and the Gotham Sports app. Enjoy that built-in off day.
I guess that was the post game. Not showing nothing there. We got the. Let me go to MLB Network, see what they're talking about. Oh, this is the Cubs game. The Cubs are leading 8-3 over the Diamondbacks.
Mentioned it before. Horner will spray the ball all over the field. Hit that one with authority down the right field line to tackle on another Cubby run.
You've got the left-handed Pete Crow Armstrong coming up to bat. Jalen Beeks, the new lefty, set to go in the bullpen. Nelson at 50 pitches, 31 strikes. And he will exit. Diamondbacks trailing 8-3 in the sixth. We're back from Chase Field right after this.
Buy the Baxter bag from WM. It's a dumpster in a bag. Fill it with up to 3,300 pounds of household debris. At half the size of a large dumpster, it's perfect for do-it-yourselfers.
Oh, no.
You fill it up, we pick it up. Whenever you're ready. From cleanups to renovations. Buy, fill, gone. Available online and at home improvement retailers.
You know Harbor Freight for affordability, but durability goes right along with it. You see, we test, and then we test again. Now, it's time for you to put us to the test. Whatever you do, do it for less at Harbor Freight.
What you got to say? Commercial break. Just looking over the Yankee Twitterverse. That's pretty cool right there. That's what I want for my birthday. My wife, if you're watching this, cupcakes for my birthday. Yankee cupcakes.
Jack Easy said you gonna check out the Dodgers ring tomorrow.
You know what? I might. What time is the game tomorrow? Let me check that. I just might. They play tomorrow at 9 p.m. Yeah, 9 p.m. my time. Yeah, I'll watch that. Versus the Tigers. Who's pitching? The Tigers. Does it say? I can't see it. Hey. Jack Flaherty. You know what? Let's go here. It's most likely what the Jack Flaherty versus Yamamoto, and the Vegas odds or BetMGM. Okay.
Jack Easy
hold
said
on.
you she's Jack.
I want to see the over under. Under 107 runs. Can you decide an MLB player of the game? Voting starts. This is Jack Flaherty. Alright, nobody cares about that. Yamamoto. That's gonna be interesting. Yeah, I'll watch him. Why not? Why not? So I could freaking just be miserable as they get their rings. I'm gonna buy my own ring. Why can't I get out of here? How do you exit out? Get out of here. Okay, let's look at the junkies. Damn, that sucks that we got an off day tomorrow. Like, I want baseball every day now. Every day I want baseball. Why can't I hear this? Slow. Nestor versus Max Fried. Player of the game, you can decide. Blasey, blasey, blah. Nestor's the op now. He's the op. he's gonna pitch Sunday. Obviously, it's gonna be Schmitty. Yoshi versus Jack. Yep. That's who's gonna be. Who's it gonna be? Hey. Opening day roster. Man. The injured list. Clayton Beater, JT Brubaker, Garrett Cole, Jay Cousins, Scott Efros, Luis Hill, DJ LeMahieu, Jonathan Loizaga, Tyler Matzik, Clark Schmidt. Oh, Clark Schmidt's on the IL? Other effer. Giancarlo Stanton. Yeah, I knew that. I knew that already. Why am I bugging? Hey. Why won't this work here? Yeah, that sucks, man. Let's scroll through Twitter. R.I.P. man. To oh man, son. Aaron Judge on Austin Wells. Incredible for him to go out there and give us an early lead. With that swing, we've seen it all spring. Guy came up in camp ready to go. Yes, sir, he did. My man Austin Wells came through. What you got to say? Oh, what's happening? My man Luke Weaver. Luke Weaver's a clown. This dude is a clown. Cubs 8, Arizona 3. Megan Thee Stallion. Damn, that's funny. Look what somebody put. How ass was Devin Williams' Yankees debut? Oh man, you guys are too crazy, man. That's hilarious. Yo, who did that? Who's that? These dudes are stupid, man. My man JC Escara taking an Uber after he used to do Uber. Good for him, man. That's a great story right there. Good for him. Look at Pete. Wells with the jack job. Oh, man. Andrew Cuomo. I don't know if you guys can hear this. All businesses here. No more BS. Judges, Yankees wear suits. I think that's just an opening day thing. I don't think they're going to do that all the time. Yeah, man. I want to see Stanton back. But Stanton's good, man. He could take all the time he needs. Just take all the time you need, Stanton. We just need you in the postseason, bro. We need to come through in the postseason and hit bombs like you did last year, like you do every year. So if Stan wants to take, Stan could come back in August, and I wouldn't care, bro. Bro, you know what I mean? I'm over all that. Oh, they need to trade him and all that stuff, bro. My man is a postseason god, so he could take all the time he needs. That's my opinion. That is my opinion. Let's switch back over here. Let's switch it over here. Who's still with me, man? If you just joined the stream, right now at this point, I'm just chilling. We went through the box score of the New York Yankees game. Yankees won 4-2, obviously. I've seen a lot of good things, some scary things at the end with Devin Williams, but at the same time, hey man, it's just he's making his debut in pinstripe, so we'll cut him some slack, okay? We'll cut him some slack. Let him get adjusted. Let him get used to it and comfortable with it. You gotta understand, man. This dude played with the same organization for so long. So to come to a new team, especially the Yankees.
Right now.
What's up, baby? Take me out to dinner.
Hey, yo.
Well, why can't I hear that
Jack
thing?
Easy said, yeah.
It didn't play though. Let's play it again. Hold on.
Stanton is responding well to the pro shots and has started swinging a bat. He is anticipated to return sooner
You
than
want to tell
expected.
Joe Biden right now?
What's up, baby?
Bro, why this?
Take
I
me
can't
out to
hear him.
dinner.
Hey,
Can you hear
yo.
the AO? Okay, I can't hear the AO. What is happening? Yeah, Stanton is responding well. I was just reading that. But again though, Ken, man, he could take. Look, if taking this time off is gonna help him stay healthy for the second half of the season, you know, into the playoffs, I'm okay with that, man. I mean, like realistically, we knew that at some point he's going down, right? But it's my fear is that it's gonna be like a season-ending thing, you know, which it doesn't look like it is. It looks like he'll be back at some point. He's Stanton, man. That's Big G. Not gonna let tennis elbow bother him, man. He played through it last year. I'm sure. Push come to shove, if we're making a postseason push, he will find a way back. I think. I hope. I hope. Who is this? Oh, some Knicks. Didn't the Knicks play today? I think Rodon did good because of the beard. I think it's the beard. Yep, that's what it is. I'm going with that. Right now I'm watching the Arizona game. I might move to Arizona soon, to be honest. I might be moving over there. Let's listen in on this thing.
We've got a fastball up. 2-2. Up just a bit. Jake's very good at taking that pitch.
Right now his bases loaded, bottom of the sixth. No outs. And McCarthy up at the plate for Arizona.
2-2 on the way.
Full count.
He has yet to retire.
Ken said so Dominguez hit light shit because of the beard.
Probably. That could be it, man. Oh, he fouled it off. You watching the game, Ken? The Cubs game? I'm muting it and unmuting it so I don't get a copyright strike. You know what? Whatever, man. I'm gonna play it. Look, you want to see it? Right here.
Ken said, yes, I am.
Oh, that was almost a grand slam. Almost a grand slam. At least he drove in the run. It's still 8-4 though, man. Dang, they needed a big hit there. It's 8-4 Cubs. 8-4 Cubs. Man, he just missed that too. Oh my God. It was like half an inch from a grand slam.
out to center in the second, came up with 2 outs in the fourth and delivered an RBI single. He's got Gino down there at third, Pavin at first.
So the Cubs is 8-4. Cubs over the Diamondbacks. Man on first and third, 1 out. Bottom of the 6th.
Corbin getting the scouting report from Jake McCarthy.
Those are usually the best scouting reports you can get. You can throw away the analytics, you can throw away the video. One of your teammates comes back to the bench and describes to you in a language you can understand.
Coming home as Suarez tags, and it's
8-5.
So back-to-back sacrifice flies, make it a 3-run game, and Marte is the hitter with double barrel action in Craig Counsell's bullpen.
Oh
They
shoot!
only have one lefty back there, the Cubs.
Look at my dog.
See. Marte will face the right-hander Pearson, who's really labored in this 6th. Cattell doubled and scored in the first. He's 1 for 3. And the MVP chant rises at Chase Field. Marte last year 3rd in the voting in the National League. Well, that was Cattell's right-hand swing right there.
They got a hanging curveball that time from the left side of the plate. Was looking to do some serious damage.
Two outs, Pavin at first. Keeps coming in with that hard slider. 2 balls and a strike. Marte ahead in the count. There's Blaze Alexander on the injured list, but he's close. He's going to play in some games this week, Tornabello told us today. Marte slams it to center. Crow Armstrong
Nope.
broke back just a bit,
That's
but
it.
he's got it.
Man, they blew an opportunity there. Bases loaded, no outs. Only 2 runs came in. Man, it'd be nice to get Kyle Tucker next year. That would be awesome. Let me change this here. We've been on here. The stream has been going on for hour and 45 minutes. So hang out for a little bit longer. Why not? Why not? I think I might have to start getting some guests. My dog is having a bad dream or something. Oh, I think she's having a bad dream. You okay? You all right? You okay? My baby. What's wrong? All right. Look at this girl. Look at this girl. What's wrong with you? Usually she's upbeat. I think she's tired. All right. You're just having a bad dream? You had a bad dream?
Can settle right, brother. I'm gonna bounce. It is getting late.
Yeah, man. Take care. Good night, Ken. I appreciate you joining, man. I'm gonna just hang out for a little bit longer and finish drinking this drink here. I appreciate it, man. Okay, Roxy? What's wrong? You all right? Man, oh man. So the roster, the Yankees roster is interesting. There's some people on. There's some people on this roster that I think made it simply because they're out of options, you know. And specifically, I'm talking about Peraza, Oswaldo Peraza. Oswald Peraza. Like, I don't think he was really deserving of making the roster, but it was either that or releasing him and see if somebody picks him up on waivers. If not, I don't know. I think with Peraza, man, I'm not sure about it. I was really high on him back in the day, but about 2 years ago. But he's just, I don't know. He hasn't shown me anything that he's really, obviously he's talented, but for some reason he can't adjust to the major leagues. He's another Esteban Florial to me, a quadruple A hitter, quadruple A player. What's wrong? You okay? You was having a bad dream? You had a bad dream? Yeah. It's my baby right here. My baby. You all right? It's okay. You want to go down? No? Boom, 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 boom. Let me keep messing with this these settings here. Right now, I'm just trying to get this stream together for next time. So I'm gonna have it so where if you're in the chat, you can just put in a command. You can see the, league leaders and average, funny memes, home run leaders, standings, and all that stuff. Boom, 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 boom. Alrighty. AL East. Command will be. Oh shoot. AL East. What that will do is switch to this here. Oh, but I gotta find a different source for this. Boom, 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 boom. All right. here. Oh. Now, if I go here, switch it here. Let's try to type that in the chat.
Jason Custodia said released.
And that didn't work. Why the fuck did that didn't work? You okay? Wanna go down? All right, why didn't this work? Let's try to fix this thing. 8-5 Cubs.
Free agent with the Cubs over the winter. This is looking like a good start to the seventh.
Corbin Carroll.
For getting the leadoff man aboard. First three reached in the sixth. Now Corbin a 3-1 count to start the seventh.
Popped him up. No, foul.
Reach base. Corbin sends one to center, but Crow Armstrong, he can chase him down out there with that speed. And there's one away.
All right, it works here. So why AL East? Let's try this again. This here.
Jason Custodia said released.
Can't get this thing to work. Oh well, I'll figure this out later. My bad. I'll figure this out later. Maybe I'll do it now. Okay, test. It's working here. Why? Maybe I have to restart it. You fought it, Roxy? She farted. My dog farted. Stinks. It stinks. Look at Josh Naylor with the D-backs.
Downtown near Chase Field was on the phone with his mom and said, well, you know, that really looks like a great stadium. You know, no idea that he would be traded to the Arizona Diamondbacks. He was, in fact, expecting to be traded. Later that day, he found out he was going to be a D-back. Interesting story.
Yeah, the Guardians sort of rearranged some things. They had some pending free agents that wanted to move. Naylor will be a free agent after this year, so they decided to move him here for Slade Ciccone. As you mentioned, he's from Mississauga, Ontario, Canada, the Naylor brothers. So let's see, I can work out in the winter in Ontario or Scottsdale. Advantage push.
Let me think about it. Well, the really cool thing about Josh Naylor is he made his major league debut in Toronto.
Oh, that's gone. Oh no. Oh man, he just missed that. Dang, he just missed that. Why that stadium looks way bigger than I thought it was. That's the I'm watching the Cubs versus Diamondbacks right here. Right now they're at commercial break. Yeah, man. So the Yankees won 4-2 again. And it was a good game, man. It really was. Like, all the young guys that we've been really concerned about, they all stepped up, with the exception of Dominguez. Dominguez went 0 for 3, I think. They took him out late. It was more of a defensive thing than anything. They brought in Trent Grisham to play center field. They moved Bellinger over to left, which is the right move, man, because we all know that Dominguez struggled in left field, so I'm not even mad at that. But besides that, man, Cabrera got a hit. Volpe hit a home run. Wells hit a home run. Who else is down there? Let's look it up. Let's look it up again. Yep, Rice got a hit. Rice hit a laser beam, dude. Ben Rice hit a shot. Man, that dude, he got some pop. So he went 1 for 2 with a walk. So overall, man, I'm not complaining about today. With the exception of Devin Williams, he was a little shaky at the end. But he still pulled through. So that's a good thing. I think he just had to get that first save opportunity with the Yankees. Hold on, let me switch here. I want to listen to Kyle Tucker. Kyle Tucker's at bat.
We've got a good crew down there. All our key guys are back. Do such a great job for us on D-backs TV.
He grounded out.
Tell you what, who's doing a great job is Beeks. Quickly disposes of Tucker. He set down all 5 he's faced.
I'm keeping a close eye on Tucker, man, because I'm hoping the Yankees can sign this guy. Especially if he puts up a good year, man. Tucker's a beast, though. He's gonna have a good year. He's a solid player. Yeah, man. So Judge had a double. Drove in a run. Belly drove in a run on a sac fly. The defense looked good. So hopefully, man, hopefully this works out. Because I'm not going to lie, I'm one of them guys that I'm concerned about. It's just like the bottom half of the lineup is so inexperienced that it worries me. But they came through today, so look, these kids, they're going to have to step up, man. Ben Rice, Cabrera, Dominguez, Volpe, especially Volpe. Because Volpe, this is his 3rd year, man. He's had more than enough opportunities. So I'm not saying he got to be an all-star or anything like that, but he has to do better offensively. Just a little bit better, at least. Rodon looked great today. Rodon looked awesome. The bullpen looked really good. Today. So the Yankees, man, you know, I'm not going to lie. I kind of have a little doubt. I had a little doubt, right? But after seeing it today, I'm like, okay, maybe they could pull this off. Maybe they could pull this off, you know? With all these injuries and everything. Maybe they can actually pull it off. We'll see. We will see. Luke Weaver looked good. He gave up a walk, I think, but besides that, Tim Hill looked really good. So, Game 1 in the books, man. Game 1 in the books. Off day tomorrow. Why? Who knows, right? Whoever made this schedule needs to slap themselves, seriously, because how are you going to have opening day and then an off day immediately right after that? It makes no sense. No sense at all. Let me check something here real quick. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. All right. And if you're just joining me, man, like you pretty much missed the main part of the show. Right now, I'm just kind of testing stuff and playing with new features.
I don't know how your staff, I think they break
while watching the Cubs versus the Diamondbacks. Says Suzuki's batting.
Mention any names. Seiya Suzuki singled and scored in the 6th. 1 for 4 tonight. Cubs about hit the Diamondbacks 9-6. They lead it 8-5.
And I'm also drinking, so bear with me. Bear with me, folks. Bear with me. So right now I'm trying to figure out how to get this thing working here. I'm trying to make this chat interactive where you guys can control the stream. By that meaning, like, see these commands here? Eventually I'm gonna have a whole bunch of commands where you can just type in exclamation point HR and you see the home run leaders, exclamation point AV, and you see the average leaders. AO is for a funny meme, and I'm a
Contra Sportertainment Gay said, "What up, Jez and Custodio Sportertainment Gay is in the building. What a best opening day. What a big win for Bronx Bombers."
definitely brother BLK Contreras. Yo, man, it was a honestly, man, I needed a win today. I needed a win, bro. I know it's just one game, right? But I'm one of those guys, man, that I have my worries, man. I have my worries, especially when you're playing a bunch of young guys like that, man. I have my worries, and I still have my worries, but at least I feel like, okay, I saw it with my own eyes in a regular season game. It's like, okay, this could work. This could work, and this could work. So I like it, man. I'm not gonna lie though, Devin Williams, man, he had me shook, bro, at the end. Real shook. And I was having Clay Holmes flashbacks. I don't know if you paid attention to the Mets game. The Mets, man, Clay Holmes did not do too good today. The Mets lost 3-1. The last run came in the 9th inning. And you know what? I'll bring up the box score again. All right, Soto did Soto things. He went 1 for 3, 2 walks. Even though he gave it up, I think he batted with the bases loaded at the end. You know what? I'm gonna pull that thing up. Let's pull it up. He struck out swinging with the bases loaded. Check it out, guys. Hold on, let me take this off. We're gonna listen to it.
It's all the same, business and baseball.
After this ad.
Gives you the framework in which to go out and compete.
Let this ad play real quick, and then we'll listen to it. I'll show you what I'm talking about. Look. It's Juan Soto's at bat at the 9th inning.
Got him! Astros win on opening day. 11 of the last 13 opening days. The Astros have been victorious.
You know what? I'm gonna move this so you can see.
Got him! Astros win on opening day. 11 of the last.
And I don't mean to sound like a hater, bro, but it's ironic because last year we opened it up against the Astros, and in the 9th inning versus Josh Hader, Juan Soto was the one who came through for us. So pretty crazy, right? It's pretty crazy. Hopefully, I mean, he still had a good game, man, but let me finish watching this.
13 opening days, the Astros have been victorious. It wasn't smooth sailing in the 9th, but the Astros will take the...
Crazy, man. Crazy. Struck out with the bases loaded. Dang. I tell you what, man. If he would have got a hit, man. Even though Juan Soto's legit, man. Let's face it, man. That dude. Now, the only question with Juan Soto is it worth that much money? But he's a great player. That dude's a Hall of Famer. He's a walking, living legend. But is he worth that much money? That's the only thing. That's what I'm saying. Like if he goes and hits 30 home runs, bats 300, with a 400 on base percentage, is that worth the 50 to 55 million that he's looking to make, in 5 years or whatever? Is it worth $800 million? Pretty much. That's the question. So, I mean, we'll see. We will see. I still love Juan Soto, man. You know, that's why I can't even bash the dude. I'm not gonna lie though. A part of me wants to see him fail, just so I can rub it in the Mets fans' faces, man. You know, but then a part of me, because I'm a fan of the guy, it's like, you know, whatever, dude. You know, I want him to do good. Even though I'm a Yankees fan, I'm not a Mets hater. At the same time, you know.
Brother Bocontra Sportertainment Gay said me either. At least I'm not acting like a hater, but it was not quite game when I watch Mets games. The game is not quite great, but they need more. It came from.
I gotta read this thing again, bro. I ain't gonna lie, man. I'm feeling kind of nice right now. He says, me either. At least I'm not acting like a hater, but it was not quite game when I watched this game. Yeah, man. I feel you, brother. I feel you. Let me try this thing one more time, see if it works.
Jason Custodia said the least.
Oh, it didn't work.
What do you want to tell Joe Biden right now?
What's up, baby?
Jason Custodia
Take me out to
said
dinner.
Hey, yo.
Boom, boom. This thing is bugged out. It is bugged out. I'm trying to work on my my settings and all this stuff, but it's glitched. It's glitching. Bro, this Crown Royale is pretty smooth. It's pretty smooth. Yep. All right. So what's up with Devin Williams, man? I really like I think for me, I think he's gonna be all right, right? But I can't go through another Clay Holmes situation, man. I just can't. I need a closer. And I'm not saying he gotta get every save, right? Because closers are gonna blow saves. It's gonna happen. But man, when you struggling to throw strikes, that worries me, man. That worries me. But I think it's just, man, his stuff is so filthy. And the nerves, opening day, New York Yankees, and all that stuff. So I think Devin Williams, he'll be all right. I think he just got to get used to it, get comfortable. He still doesn't look comfortable to me. He doesn't look comfortable in the pinstripes. He doesn't look, you know, like he belongs yet, in a sense, man. But it's going to take some time. I think once he gets settled in, he's going to be just fine. I mean, think about it. Today was probably the first day being in the real locker room, the real clubhouse with the fans, you know, and everything. Hearing the roll call, the opening day ceremonies, the legends around them like Andy Pettit, the stars in the seats, freaking, you had a bunch of Knicks players, you know, celebrities, and just the whole vibe of New York. You got to get used to it. You got to get used to it. But he's going to be all right, though. That's the airbender, bro. My man's changeup is disgusting. Absolutely disgusting. Oh, my man almost got hit in the head. Bro. What the fuck? Peep this. Peep this. Hold on. Oh my God. Bro, he literally smelled the baseball. That's how close it was.
And he will check in with Dan Bellino back there. You're ready to There's a moment to
Bro, that thing literally was like a quarter inch from his face.
cut at that one.
That was a big cut. Wow. Dang. Ooh, foul. Just foul. Just foul. Oh, he almost hit him again. Bro, he almost hit him in the face again.
2 under the chin to Suarez after he homered back in the second.
Yo. Oh my goodness. Come on, I want to see a fight. Yo, this dude threw 2 pitches, like literally inches from his face.
Carroll got hit in the 5th. He's nearly been hit twice now, Gino, in the 8th.
Oh, he got him.
So they throw a couple of heaters under his chin, then get him with a sweeper away.
Dang. That's 95 to the face. It's tough. It's crazy.
Brother Bocontra Sportertainment Gay said, I was thinking the same thing until the ball landed right through his head. It was quarter inch, but boom like hell.
Yo, that was crazy, man. Twice, too. I understand one time, but you know what it is, too? That Corbin Carroll got hit earlier, and they felt some type of way, and then you got 2 pitches to the face like that. I feel like, I don't know. I'm always in for a team fight. Why not? Nolan Arenado hit an opening day home run today. So I was like, I know a lot of people didn't want Nolan Arenado, but I wouldn't have minded, to be honest, man. I would not have minded at all if the Yankees would have traded for him. I mean, at the same time, too, I was desperate for a third baseman. So, and I always like Arenado. I've always been a fan of him. So, I'm watching this game here. So Boston won, right? Let's look at the standings. I wish I could pull it up here. Let me just put it up here. Like this. So Orioles won. They smashed the Blue Jays. Red Sox won. Yankees won. Rays didn't play. I don't know what that's about. And the Blue Jays lost to the Orioles. So it's a long season, man. It's crazy how, like, in the first month, I remember a few years back, man, the Rays went like 20-0 to start the season. And they still didn't win the division, I believe, that year. So, you know, like, when it's this early, you just gotta kind of just hang in there. You can't fall too behind. It's like they say, like, you can't win a division in April, but you can lose a division in April. So you just gotta kind of play 500 ball in April, you know, and then try to get hot during the summer. But that's what we're looking at right now. It's crazy how you see the only 1-1-1 in like 2 months. all of this will change. Let's look at the league standings. Or average. I mean, obviously, this doesn't mean nothing right now.
Jason Custodio said 8th.
Doesn't mean anything because it's literally opening day, but soon all this start meaning something. So the Diamondbacks have a man on second, 2 outs. And this dude McCarthy's down 0-2.
Righty or lefty, didn't matter.
Nope. He didn't get it.
And they strand Moreno to the...
Yeah, that game's about to be over. Man, isn't that crazy, right? Isn't that ironic that last year Juan Soto was the one who tied the game for the Yankees? Oh, did he win the game? I don't know. Got the go-ahead run in the 9th inning versus Hader. Today, opening day versus the Astros again, but in a Mets uniform, he strikes out with the bases loaded in the 9th versus Hader. Crazy, man. Baseball's so funny, man. Baseball's a funny sport. Ooh. You know what? Because I'm being petty. Just because I'm being petty, I want to listen to that again. Where is it? Let's listen to that. To Juan Soto with the bases loaded.
Got him! Astros win on opening day. 11 of the last 13 opening days, the Astros have been victorious. It wasn't smooth sailing in the 9th, but the Astros will take the W.
It wasn't how you drew it up, but the fact they were able to get Juan Soto for the final out of this game is all that matters. The Astros pick up that W. Juan Soto, who has great zone command, unable to hold up, and it's not too often you get a swing like that from a hitter like Juan Soto.
Met fans are tight. Met fans, where you at? I know you're tight right now. It's only one game though. I get it. He's still gonna be good. Don't worry about it. But dang, a tough way to open up the season. Tough way to open up the season. Let's see who's on right now. It's pretty dead right now online. Pretty darn dead. It's pretty darn dead. You know what? Talk about something else. Top of the 9th. Who's that, Jarvis? Try this one more time. I'm gonna take another
Jason said released.
Why is this not working? This thing is annoying. Boom, 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 boom,
Still working my way, out of college, trying to work my way up to the big leagues, and he's up here, man in the toughest position in sports, being the shortstop for the Yankees, and he's handled it with flying colors, and coming off a great postseason for him last year, and kind of snowballing into this year, having another great spring into a great, first game of the year. I love to see it, man. He's a guy with quiet confidence. He's fierce. He's a competitor. Like I've been saying, these young guys are going to be a big force for us this year.
Take one or two more. Greg, you have one on the right.
Aaron, it seemed like an emotional pregame there with the moment of silence. With how much Brett means to you, just how much has he kind of been on your mind the last couple of days?
Yeah, he.
Aaron Judge post game.
You could even guys that aren't on this team. I got a lot of phone calls, texts from other guys that, when we were young guys, kind of coming up, that, what do we do? Do we reach out? What's going on? And just because of the way that Brett impacted all our lives, he may not have been the big superstar with all the All-Stars and MVPs and this and that. But this
And now he's talking about Brett Gardner's son that passed away. Rest in
a second
peace.
dad to some guys. He poured everything into every
That's
single
sad,
day.
man.
If we're having a tough time, he was always there for you to kind of be someone to lean on, someone to joke on. His family, everything. They've all been on my mind. I don't have a good answer for you.
For those who don't know, a pregame moment of silence for the son of Brett Gardner, the former Yankee, 14-year-old Miller Gardner, who passed away a few days ago. Jack,
Damn, that's sad, man.
very close bond, obviously, between Aaron Judge and Brett Gardner, who were teammates.
Right, Aaron Judge, when he came up to the major leagues, actually lived with Brett Gardner and his family for a while. So that bond just goes beyond baseball. And you could even tell as Aaron Judge is trying to talk about what the Gardner family is going through. It's an emotional situation. It's a devastating situation, as Aaron Boone said before the game. And I thought Boone put it well when he said the Yankees would be playing today for Miller Gardner, but they would be playing the whole season for him and be playing with heavy hearts.
Well, they opened with an opening day win, 4-2 over Milwaukee, and now they have that built-in off day on Friday before the Yankees and Brewers play again on Saturday. And when they do, really interesting pitching matchup brought to you by Nissan. The former Yankee, Nestor Cortez, in a battle of lefties against the new Yankee in Max Fried. So some really good little subplots and storylines here in this one, Flash.
Yeah, it doesn't get much better than that matchup on Saturday. But, Aaron Boone was talking a lot during the pregame show about you want to get the firsts out of the way. And for Max Fried, it's going to be his first Yankee start during the regular season, his first start at Yankee Stadium in front of these fans. Good news for him. It's supposed to be 70, maybe 80 degrees on Saturday. So as we were talking today about a tough day to get a grip on the ball, if you're a pitcher, I think about that 12-6 breaking ball from Fried on Saturday is going to be a weapon. And by the way, Nestor Cortez will be ready to go in front of this crowd. I wouldn't be surprised, Jack, to see a little hesitation and dropping the arm angle that we've seen so many times.
The three of us were on the field today working on our pregame when he was introduced, and the Yankee fans gave him a very respectful and a very nice ovation. I'm sure that Nestor is going to use some of that as motivation against the Yankees.
All right, that's enough of that. Mute it. I'm gonna take one last shot before I go to bed. Salud. Arai. Man, that thing tastes good. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not a big drinker, but I can mess with that right there. But yeah, I'm gonna keep working on this stream, the settings and everything behind the scenes. And for everyone who joined, man, I appreciate it. Got one person in here. That's probably just myself. And if it's not, man, I appreciate it, man. You stuck it through. But anyway, I'm out of here, guys. I am out. Peace.